Made in Hollywood.
Our first movie is filled with everything a good spy movie needs. Gripping drama, sexual tension, and a little Cold War politics.
In Red Sparrow, Jennifer Lawrence trades in her life as a Russian ballerina to become the newest recruit of a top-secret school for Russian covert agents.
I was told to take a man to a hotel. They said he was an enemy of the state.
Take off your dress.
And in exchange, my mother would get the doctor she needed. Instead, they cut his throat.
Spy movies sometimes make me want to be a spy.
Totally.
This one, I was like, yeah, I don't know, because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't glamorize the spy world. I think that was what drew me to it. And when I read this, it's such a unique perspective on the life of espionage, like the emotional brutality of living a double life.
I'm curious about what it is that makes us want to fantasize about being spies, because I had a big fantasy about being a spy when I was a kid. I wonder if it's the sneaking around.
Yes.
And, you know, being able to watch into somebody else's life and all that stuff. All of the things up until the point where you get caught, thrown in prison, killed or tortured.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
There could be no witnesses. So they gave me a choice. Die or become a sparrow.
Hey, you've worked with Jennifer many times before. Why did you know or think that she was right for this one?
Well, I think she's a phenomenal actress. You know, I enjoy working with her. I also thought she could look Russian. I thought it would be really fun, having just done 3 movies in the Hunger Games world with her, to do something completely different.
From this day forward, you will become sparrows. Weapons in a global struggle for power.
Early on, you were very out in the open about how exposed she was going to be in this film. That's not something that you can just subtly bring into later. You had to be that way.
I had to be that way, yeah. She read the script, she thought about it, she said, I'm in, and I said, okay, I'm driving over to your house right now, and we're gonna have a very frank discussion. And it's true, I drove over, we sat in her backyard for about 3 hours and just started to talk about all of the content within the movie.
You'll be trained in psychological manipulation. You must learn to push yourself beyond all limitation. Take off your clothes. When we are finished with you, the person you were will no longer exist.
Francis and I talked about it, obviously, before I said yes to the film. He just wanted to be very blunt and open, because I knew there's no way of telling the story properly without agreeing to really do those scenes. So I had 1 full year of just anxiety, of just preemptive anxiety, knowing that it's coming. I didn't sleep at all the night before. And then when I finally did it, I was like, oh, that's it? The anxiety is so much worse than the reality of actually doing it.
What I really wanted to do was start the discussion, make her a collaborator and a partner in those decisions, but also set up a dynamic around that material that didn't make us shy about it.
You must become the missing piece, and they will tell you anything.
You have a gift. You know how to survive. This is what you were meant to do.
I watched some of the film like this. I was like, oh, it's very, like, it's raw and kind of violent and brutal.
Yes.
That was your goal.
Yeah, I mean, part of what I found interesting, I mean, 2 of the things that I found very unique about this story is, you know, for a spy story, it's a very human spy story.
It's a story of corruption and deceit, so we don't know where anybody's allegiances lie, you know, with her country, with America, with herself.
Her hand is forced, and she's managing to kind of try and keep ahead of that game and, like, turn things around so that she's no longer on the defensive.
And it's a survival story, and what's interesting about that is we get to sort of paint a very brutal picture of the world of espionage instead of glamorizing it.
What have you done?
You belong to them. They'll never let you go.
I'll find a way.